Hey stars, it's Kimmy Wrights. Sometimes a gal just gotta come up with her own theme music. So, I just got finished walking around with my purple ball when I started wondering about something. Just how many of us out here today are poor? Now, I don't just mean broke either, but by today's standards, how many of us would now have to reclassify ourselves as being poor as opposed to being broke? Because there is a difference, one that my formerly broke and rapidly becoming poor ass knows quite well. Broke is, I get around on the bus. Poor is, I get around on imagination. Broke is, can I hold a few Lincolns just till I get my direct deposit on Tuesday? Poor is, can I hold a few Lincolns just to feel how they feel, see what they look like nowadays? Broke is when you smoke a little grass off your neighbor just till you get enough funds to go to the dispensary. Poor is when you smoke a little grass off your neighbor's yard. Literally, like for all your livelong days. That roast chicken top ramen and bubblegum fabuloso I'm smelling? The shit ain't prosperity, y'all. That's called the struggle. Welcome to the struggle. We got Franks and Beans. That's right. I'm here to talk a little bit about the struggle, the unfortunate distribution of wealth. So many are affected by it these days that more and more of us are able to definitively answer the age-old question, what is the ultimate struggle sandwich? Is it A, ketchup on white bread? Or is it B, sugar crystals on wheat? Or is it C, sauteed pet goldfish on a hot dog bun? That last one there is my personal favorite. Sans the bun. Lots of heroes of the struggle though, right? Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Bob Dylan. Just some of the names that seem to always get bandied about for being heroes of the struggle. But what about those forgotten heroes though? The ones who never get top billing for their contributions, like Carl Buddig. Oscar Mayer was way too highfalutin for my family growing up, and man, I saw so much of Carl Buddig's meat around my house, I actually started calling that motherfucker daddy for a while. Another unsung hero of the struggle? Little Debbie. Yes, you had Dolly Madison and Hostess with those 30-cent Suzy Q's back in the 80s then, but you could get a whole box of knockoffs that taste, well, almost the same, for a fraction of the cost. Thank you, Flavor Aid, for those times when Kool-Aid was just beyond the budget. If it wasn't for ROYAL, I'd never know the pleasures of JELLO. Thank you, Royal. Martin Luther may have been a king of the struggle, but you can't exactly eat philosophy in speeches. Thank you for feeding my mind, but what the fuck about my belly? Because two things that ain't no fun is if the homies can't have none, and being poor. But we survived. We did what was necessary, and still, many of us managed to do that shit in style nonetheless. We had to. Sometimes you have to fancify the struggle just to keep frowns upside down. I remember one time when I was little and I was like, Mama, what we having for dinner tonight? And she was like, air, pudding, and wind sauce. And then I was like, that shit sounds delicious. Like it should be light, but filling at the same time. And then when all 8 of us gathered around that dinner table, waiting on that exotic succulence, we realized something. We didn't smell anything, like nothing at all. And then we further realized the actual words, air pudding and wind sauce. And then we were all like, damn, Mama, really though? What the fuck was that supposed to be? Like a metaphor? Like a dust bowl? And she's sitting in the living room there, never even left, watching TV with her big ass bowl of fog chowder, turning those frowns upside down. Being poor sucks. And I can't stand the people that want to take on the fake noble approach Make being poor like saintly. Mother Teresa was poor, they'll say. Jesus Christ was poor. Fairy tales and nursery rhymes do that a lot. Make being poor seem so pure. I mean, think about it. What in the fuck are curds and whey anyway? Sounds kind of gross. All them rhymes and shit in fairy tales. Well, you know what curds and whey rhymes with? Turds and hay. Cute little Miss Muffet was poorer than shit. Fuck that spider, I say. No way he would have frightened me away from what was probably my only meal in weeks. I would have knocked the shit out of him, then ate him. We rail against the anti-feminism of fairy tales, but ignore the capitalistic mythologies they purport. Good fortune will happen to those poor and suffering. How? By way of magic, because fuck hard work. Cinderella did not live happily ever after until after she met a rich prince. And neither did our new Shiro Belle. You think she's really dancing with brooms and opening books after snagging the rich royal beast? Methinks, no way. The only bees she's concerned with now are the big bucks in his bank account and the big balls in his boxers. Big balls, big balls, big balls in my face. Despite what our conservative soothsayers say, the poor is full of the hardest workers waiting on their happily ever afters, not by way of hard work, because unlike fairy tales, we here live in reality land, and we don't have fairy godmothers. Instead, we have an Uncle Sam who magically comes around every full moon to slash our hard-earned fortunes right in half. You see, we're waiting on our happily ever afters by way of a Captain Save-A-Ho or some old Sugar Mama Mariah swooping into our lives to rescue us from generation after generation of plebeian hell. Fairy tales make us believe in magic, but the struggle has never been a bed of roses for anybody. And I don't feel bad for feeling the way I feel either. No way, no way. Because think about it. If there was any real compassion for our McStruggle sandwiches and turds and hay, they wouldn't make being rich look so fucking fun. I mean, how many TV shows you know make being poor seem like the thing you want to be when you graduate from high school? Oh yeah, I can't wait to be like those Evans and Cabrini Green when I get my high school diploma, Mom. Hey son, you just got your MBA? What you gonna do? What? I'm coming to live with you so we could sell junk out of the same house we live in, then decorate same said house with the same said junk. Sound like a plan? Pop! That show, Two Broke Girls, didn't stand a chance. If we were really honest about the world we live in, reality TV would be full of who? Poor people, because that's, reality? The real world is full of the poor, but reality TV is full of the rich and famous. Where's the real bus drivers of downtown Los Angeles? Love at the DMV. The real side chicks of Burger King shift managers. Oh, excusez-moi. There is a reality show about waitresses and servers of Beverly Hills. And have you noticed the jobs that these reality stars have? They own boutiques and run clothing lines. And the real clerks of Walmart? Portrayed by rich and famous Hollywood actors. My mind is bugging. Throw us all of the fairy fictions you want, but no one gives a shit about the poor, or else flaunting riches wouldn't be done so easy peasy like. The most exotic locale I have ever traveled to is Tijuana, Mexico. Yet I know that in Dubai, there are vending machines that sell gold bars. Why would my poor ass know some shit like that? There are eateries in New York that sell pizza with 24 karat gold flakes and sundaes with 18 karat gold sprinkles. Our obsession with wealth and excess is global. And it kills any compassion for those of us still mired in the struggle. And then people have the nerve to say things like, money can't buy happiness. and want to get all legislative at things like robbery and tax evasion. The nerve! So, what are your thoughts on this topic? Don't speak on it, write on it in the comments below. Then go ahead and like and subscribe. Like short stories? Of course you do. Click the links below and head on over to Amazon to check out my latest anthology of horror tales called Candlelight Falls. Keep on coming back. New videos uploaded every week. Alrighty, stars. Let's keep on shining our brightest out there. And always remember, let laughter lead the way. Bye now. All right, my throat is killing me.